Cincinnati, a great comeback to keep the season up and running. The only problem is now the Bengals host the Steelers, a team they haven't beaten at home since 2001. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz and NFL.com's Pat Kirwan with you, breaking down 4-2 Pittsburgh, 2-4 Cincinnati. And Pat, the Bengals, because of the fact that Pittsburgh is only 4-2, they're not that far back in the AFC North. Can you put a qualification on how important this game is for Cincinnati?
I think it's back-breaking time for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they've got to come out and deliver a win here. Now, that's not going to be easy because they have lost to the Steelers 4 straight times at home. No home field advantage for the Cincinnati Bengals when the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Let's
get into the offense here because they show something against the Jets that they haven't been able to do a lot this season. That was run the football, but that was against the Jets defense. Now you got a defense here in Pittsburgh which doesn't give up a lot of rushing yards. Does Cincinnati just come out and throw the football?
I think Cincinnati has to come out throwing. This is one of their old formulas. Go out and get the lead as soon as you can and don't expose your lousy defense. That means throwing the football. What are they up against when they come up with that formula? And I do believe it's the only one they can use to even have a chance to win. What they're up against is a team in Pittsburgh that has 1 sack every 10 pass attempts against them on defense, and the sacks come from everywhere. They have 10 different players who hit the quarterback and put him on his back. Carson Palmer will be under a lot of stress. He'll be looking for a guy named Chad Johnson, who has not scored a touchdown against the Pittsburgh Steelers in 5 straight games.
However, T.J. Houshmandzadeh has scored a lot of touchdowns this season. On the other side, you got Ben Roethlisberger, and he showed a lot in Denver. The 3 touchdown passes, a couple of the tight ends, the running game wasn't going as well as he'd like. He came back, he brought the team back, but he threw 35 passes. This is not a team that wins when he throws more than 30 passes. Is this we know Cincinnati can't stop the run. Big day for Willie Parker?
I think it's a great day for Willie Parker. Go back and look at the history of Willie Parker against this Bengal team. I'll make a case that the Bengal run defense is worse this year than they were last year. Over the last 2 years, Willie Parker, he averages about 119 yards a game rushing against the Cincinnati Bengals. I say he has more than that. They're coming off a loss. Pittsburgh Steelers, you don't want to play them off a loss. And to your point, let's get Ben Roethlisberger back to the right formula. 20 to 22 passes. That's Steeler football. That's what we're going to see.
And that's the way they win football as well. Let's put all those numbers into the computer. It's the AccuScore prediction. 10,000 tests, 10,000 results. And here's what it came up with for this game. Pittsburgh on the road, 54% of the time, came out on top. Pat, you like the Steelers?
And I agree with the computer completely on this. I like the Steelers coming into town. I think they might have been somewhat beatable if they had won in Denver, but I talked to Mike Tomlin this week. That team has a sense of urgency. They're not going to slip twice.
Yeah, this defense is going to be ready for the Cincinnati attack. The 2 kick it off at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. For more on this game or the rest of Week 8's matchups, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. Watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.